And all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, the same sign. The motion carries. All right, how about a vice chairman?
I'd like to make a motion that we have,
Jim.
do you mind? Jim Atwell as vice chairman of the commission, please.
I'll second that.
All right, are there any other nominees? Hearing none, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, the same sign. The motion carries. All right, next is to discuss possible amendments to the charter, Article 9, Section 902, boards and commissions. Do you have something specific on that, David, that you want us to be looking at, or
Which one was that one?
it's item?
The library board. That was the library board.
Yeah, here's. Let me read it.
I was gonna say,
Is it in there?
yes,
It
it
is.
was. I have the correction.
So the way it reads, library is a little odd, yes. Now, the library people might not think so, but I do. So here's the way the charter reads. And it is.
We've got it in front of us.
Oh, you do? Okay, so it says library board. The board shall work in an advisory capacity to the city council in the planning, development, use, regulation, operation, and maintenance of the Port Aransas Library. That's one sentence. The next sentence says, the board shall supervise and govern the public library. That's a conflict. In one sentence, they're like every other board in the city. Nature Preserve Board, Parks and Rec Board, Planning and Zoning Board, every board in the city is a recommending board to the city council. And that first sentence mimics that. But then that second sentence to me is a bust. The board shall supervise and govern the public library. And believe me, they do. And I think it's a conflict, and I think we got to sort it out.
So
It's just-
what you're
it's just-
saying is the employees need to be, the city needs to manage the
That's my
employment.
personal opinion.
of-
I manage, you know,
Correct,
the planning and zoning board doesn't manage Nicole.
correct.
The Parks and Rec board doesn't manage Colleen. None of the boards are set up like that. And I think you got to go back in time to figure out why. I think it was because the library was established different.
Well, there's
and
a
I
lot
think
more
that's where-
volunteers probably
I
too.
think it came from more of a grassroots effort. And that's how that charter was written, but there's definitely a conflict, whether you choose one way or the other. It definitely needs to be sorted out, because one says the board shall regulate, operate, and maintain in an advisory capacity. Then the next sentence says shall supervise and govern. So we got to fix it. At least that's how I read it, as a conflict.
So you would like to strike that with.
Strike that next
Yeah,
sentence.
that's what they sent out.
Now, they probably don't want to strike it. They probably want to strike the first sentence. So,
Right.
and
Well,
I'm not picking a fight, but I just think it needs to be cleaned up. And as city manager, I would prefer it to be like all the other boards. I mean, it's just odd that a board other than council has, I mean, if they're governing and supervising and governing, is that the only board in the city that has some financial? They get to approve finances,
And there's the question.
whereas everyone else is a deferral to city council. City council is the finance body of the city.
well,
Yet in this case, well, ambiguous.
I think it was brought up, maybe not last time, maybe the time before. And I remember Rick Coffey came in and he was red as a beet.
Oh, yeah.
He was so pissed about it, you know, and so.
So when did we bring it up? Before?
I don't think it was this last 4 years, but the year before that, or the session before that. And
Was it the same? It was the same issue?
I think so.
Yeah.
It was. Huh?
Yeah, Rick's been on there since it
Oh,
was
yeah.
formed.
Yeah.
So
And so we may get them up here again, I'm sure, but
Yeah, yeah.
they should be informed. This is,
Yeah, I know, I agree. I mean, we got time. It's
Yeah.
the first meeting and it has to go to council anyway, so.
And you know, and our job would be, one, to recommend to the council if they call an election to have that approved. And so
Yeah.
the voters would make that decision,
Exactly.
not us or not the council. And I
Right.
think that,
Right.
I think that's good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, that's the process anyway. So I mean, it has a long road to hoe. I think one way or the other, it needs to be clarified.
Just brought into conformity with all your other boards and
Well,
have it.
that's my personal belief, but I think the odd part is that the library director is interviewed and screened by the library board, and then their recommendation goes to city council for selection, yet I can fire him.
Well, it's already there then, isn't it? Obviously, right.
I can fire the
Right,
library director.
right.
Mhm.
And that's also the only city director position that bypasses the city manager.
Govern seems to be the bothering word.
Well, I wouldn't have any
No.
problem with making that recommendation.
I wouldn't either.
No,
I mean, and like you said, Charlie, it goes to the voters anyway.
It's
yeah,
not, and I would say supervise as well as govern.
yeah. Do we need a motion?
Not an action item right now,
Okay.
but we'll bring it back to y'all for
Right.
any other item.
We need to hear from some people, I think.
I'm sorry.
We probably need to hear from some people before, when they really understand what's going on.
Right.
Going on.
Right.
Well, the next, all right, well, what we'll do is what we'll do, Jim, I'd say let's go through and listen to what staff's recommendations are on what they're recommending.
Right,
And then we need to have a public hearing, and get public input on what they think may need to be changed. And in the past, what we've done is we've asked past members of the city council to come and make their request or their views known, and then ask for the public. And then once we decide if we're gonna make a recommendation to the council, we could have a public hearing on that recommendation.
Sounds good to me.
Sounds like a plan.
I don't think we need a motion on that, do we?
I don't think so.
Yeah, right.
Then the next deal is, update and general discussion on current charter and proposed grammatical amendments by the city staff.
One, if you have the handout, or if you got the packet printed, it's gonna be on page 15, but it's the runoff election. So there was some changes back in 23 at the last legislative session, at the 80th legislative session. Changing the runoff timeframe to be governed by the Secretary of State. So the Secretary of State, so they have to set the dates now for our runoff elections. So I chose the wording in here to be to remove not less than 14 or more days. It says, let me read from the front. Such runoff elections shall be held not less than 14 nor more than 21 days following or the preceding regular or special election. I just put in, I struck that and added on a date specified by the Texas Election Code. So it meets code, it meets the legislative session requirements. I can send this back out to you because I didn't put it in there. That's my only one right now. If there are any more from staff, they are reviewing what I've sent to them. If there are any more, I can bring them back next time. But that's my only recommendation for. As far as I'm concerned. Any questions?
No,
Okay.
thank you.
Are there any others, David, that you're aware of?
No.
Then I guess what we might do is let's set another meeting date, and then let's notice what do you think about asking former city council and present city council to come as a group?
I think that's excessive.
Huh?
I think it's excessive. Excessive.
Just want to invite the public, period.
Well, I don't know why they can't be a part of the public,
Okay.
just cut it down to.
They did,
But I
my
mean,
my only
that's
thought
just
is
my
they
thought.
worked with the system.
Right, right. Well,
Invite everybody and see who shows up.
I think the library board is the one mainly, and I'd like to hear from them. That's the only one I really like, and of course, the city council, but,
Okay.
How many members are on the library board?
there's five, I think.
Yeah, 5,
5?
yeah. Good.
Who are they?
You know, Rick Hockey,
I believe Carolee Kreider's still
yeah,
up there.
Karen Kreider.
Had some changes, sorry.
That's okay.
Give me just a second.
But it doesn't make good sense to have a kind of an autonomous board out there working that way.
Do they have
Or
a,
if you do want to get rid of the first sentence, because that's my issue is that you read the first sentence and they're an advisory board in the operation and maintenance, and then, yeah, I mean, govern and operation. I can't distinguish the difference between those two words.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys are both attorneys.
Well,
Govern and,
do you have any other language that, you wanna
well,
change the whole thing?
I think we need to collectively decide which is it we want. Do you want the way all the other boards are set up, or do you want, does council and the citizens, whoever want? I don't care either way, probably, but
Oh, no, I feel like you don't
Definitely.
want the board controlling the employment of it. I'd rather it go to the city
Well,
management
yeah,
or city manager.
I think all the boards are set up under the charter as supervisory and.
Yeah,
yeah,
except for the library board.
and then that's
We
still,
need them to be the same as the others.
Yeah.
I don't see any distinction between that board and any other board, and I've served on several.
I don't either. I just don't see why,
they're special.
yeah,
yeah, and that comes under a city employee, does it not?
they're all
So-
city employees.
So you've got one group out there that can hire.
So where's the funding? Does the city fund?
This is city funding.
Right,
There is a Friends of the Library, but they're not even anywhere in the,
Scope.
they're just like a
so
quasi non-cit, they're just a fundraising board that does a scholarship for the Ellis Memorial Library.
the book sales, that all goes to that memorial.
Yes, it does,
Fund,
right,
and that's just for extra spending or.
yes,
So how much does the library board, how much does the library get a year?
I'd have to get it, I don't have the numbers in front of me, I can bring them to the next meeting.
Okay,
Are they autonomous in being able to sign checks and make
No,
decisions
not-
as far as? So they really need to be brought under.
And the city
Like
council,
all-
that's their budget.
Yeah, so
City council sets their budget. Yeah,
they're not unique in any particular way there.
yeah, and then,
And then you
yeah, the
have other,
board shall work in an advisory capacity to council.
and then you have other departments that work there. You've got maintenance that does work there,
Yeah.
so you've got some serious conflicts.
No, it should be brought in line.
And my guess is that it has to do with how it got created.
Originally,
Yeah,
back in 1850.
Yeah, it may have been that it was a strictly volunteer. Yeah, it could have very much been just a volunteer thing that got wrapped up in.
well, it used to be in here, right? The library for a while.
Worst thing I ever saw in the library is we had a freeze and a broken pipes, and we moved every book in that library into your walk-in freezer.
Oh, really?
One night. Miserable.
well, Harvey really got rid of one of my favorite ones because it's when, I did the tile project in front of the Tarpon Inn.
Yes, you did.
And JB, as a Boy Scout, as an Eagle Scout project, came into my office when I was over there where Caleb Holmes is. and rolled in on the rollerblades and said that he wanted me to write about the project, and everything, and I did. So it was a big book like this, book like this. It had all the photos, and then he took the photos of every one of them there.
Right.
And I think somebody, before Harvey did, and now it's over in the Port Aransas section. There is a small boat that has it, but the big one was it, you know.
All right, what's a good meeting date? Tuesdays are not my good one. I have water board meetings on Tuesday, and this just happened to be the first Tuesday of the year.
Right, right.
I can be flexible.
Same.
Are we talking in 30 days? Are we talking with,
The timeline to get, we are calling the election this month. So the timeline to get this onto the ballot would have to be pretty quick, because I think the last day to modify that election would be, or call an election is in February. So-
February, end of February?
No, mid-February. So it'd have to be at our next, our February city council meeting would be the last day I can call an election.
and how much time do you need to post this one? 3 days, 5 days,
3 business days.
3 business days?
So if y'all wanted to meet next week, you could do next week and I could post it pretty quickly.
That's fine with me.
Okay. So if y'all,
But not a Tuesday, right?
No, I can't do it Tuesday.
Yeah.
So either a Wednesday or like the 14th or 15th?
I can,
The 15th is a council meeting,
Correct.
right?
probably do it.
Yeah, but you could do
You could
it,
do
you
it
know,
here.
as long as
But
you're out by.
before the council meeting on Thursday, the 15th?
14th is Wednesday, that'd be nice.
14.
Yeah,
Either one will be fine.
yeah,
with me.
Wednesday,
me
the
also.
14th.
3 o'clock, all right with everybody?
Absolutely.
We'll make it work.
So that's the date?
Mhm.
Okay, great.
14th.
January 14th.
And that's going to be discussion on the library as
Yeah,
well as the
Anything else that if you're perusing through the charter over the next.
grammar,
week,
is that does
Yeah.
that go into play?
Grammar can be fixed by, just administratively.
Right.
Ordinance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And I'll have y'all make a motion on it for next time.
Perfect.
State mandates can be
Yeah.
fixed,
Yeah.
automatically too. right?
Correct.
Do they have to be approved though first? But I mean, they should not have to if it's state mandated, but do they have to?
I think it's a rubber stamp at
Yeah.
council.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
Okay, I'd entertain a motion, we adjourn.
My motion to adjourn.
Second.
That's non-debatable, we're adjourned.
Done.
So is this your squeeze ball?
I leave it there, yes.
Would you mind if I took it?